Hi Sam, this is Northman speaking. Welcome to my channel where I help you to stay up to date with the latest crypto and NFT news. Let's get into today's video. There's an article from CoinDesk written by Jess Hamilton, and it says US SEC changes his mind on officially labeling digital assets. The Securities and Exchange Commission was about to define digital assets, but deleted it in the final version of a rule, reversing a move that might have started formalizing crypto's role. So there you have the FTC again, helping out the investors and the public to know what is what. So the US Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) took one small step backwards in small step regulating the crypto sector on Wednesday, when it erased what would have been its first formal definition of digital assets from its latest hedge fund rule. The SEC had initially included the definition in its 2020 proposal to overhaul mandatory disclosures for hedge funds. The securities regulator ranked in the final rule approval by the commissioners. The agency included a footnote to explain itself. The commission and staff are continuing to consider this term and are not adopting digital assets as part of this rule at this time, the note declared. And I meant 2022. So yeah, the SEC continue their agency's policy. The agency is certainly continuing to consider crypto matters, which have taken an outsized role in its big enforcement action and its ongoing rule proposals, despite its decisions to walk this one back. Last month, the regulator did virtually the opposite by reopening a previously proposed rule, redefining the term exchange and explicitly adding decentralized finance (DeFi) to it. That provision, which drew sharp criticism from the industry and from two of the 5 SEC commissioners, is one of several more recent policy moves meant to clearly ensnare crypto into existing rules. The SEC also made another proposal in February that could bar investment advisors from keeping assets at crypto firms. The original proposed definition for a digital asset in this week's hedge fund rule hadn't been extensive or controversial, describing such a thing as using distributed ledger or blockchain technology and including so-called virtual currencies, coins, and tokens. The agency continues without digital assets holding a formal place in its lexicon, though it's a constant topic in the speeches of Gensler and the other SEC officials. The SEC is a regulator that requires transparency from its registrants, but it's not continuing to withhold regulatory clarity by not defining digital assets. Yeah, and the SEC, in my opinion, is a regulator that gives no transparency to its registrants. And either way, Anne-Marie said this, Kelly, and a partner of Mercury Strategies, who was a long-time SEC official, she suggested the commission may have deleted the definition because any recognition of digital assets' uniqueness as a novel product weakens their litigation stance that digital assets are securities and subject to the SEC's securities laws. And there you have the base of it, because they don't want to define anything, because then they can't litigate and control the space, and this is how they rule. So yeah. Americans for Financial Reform, a consumer advocacy group that usually critical of the crypto sector, had applauded the SEC for setting aside a separate category of the proposed rule for hedge funds disclosing their digital assets. Although digital assets are frequently marketed as an alternative to the traditional finance system, hedge funds, private equity firms, and bankers have been getting more involved in investing and lending those assets. The AFR Education Fund wrote in a 2022 comment letter, but the Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association, an industry lobbying group, complained that the definition's wrong, captures non-security digital asset classes, including commodities, Bitcoin, and non-fungible tokens, but it is unclear whether the intent of the definition was to capture any and all digital assets as opposed to all securities. So Silva had asked that the definition should be more specific, but if you get my 5 cents, sir, the definition won't be more specific, but rather it will be more broadly and very vague and unclear and very little specific, because they don't want to be specific at all, because then they can just take everything under the same umbrella and just say, oh, this, and this is a security, and there you have it, and we control the whole market. Yeah, but seriously, no, this is not good. Anyways, I hope that you liked the video, and please enjoy your day. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe so you don't miss the latest news, and while you're at it, you can watch another video here and here. And I will see you in the next one. Ha det bra!